Hey there friends, Nibs again, out at the range, out at range number 2 I guess you'd call it. Um, the other club I belong to, more local to me, is having one of their big trap meets this weekend, so couldn't go over there and shoot, so I had to come over here. It's not too bad, it's only about a 20-minute drive away, so no big deal. But I decided to bring out a couple old Mossberg 22s that I have. This first video I'm going to do is going to be for this particular one here. This one's kind of a rare bird. I haven't seen too many around, and haven't seen too many on Gunbroker either, so I'll tell you a little bit about it, give you some close-ups of it. But so this one it actually is a very oddball one. This is a Mossberg 42 TR, and the target, or the TR, the T stands for Targo, and Targo was a trap shooting game that was invented in the 30s and 40s, 30s or 40s. Several manufacturers made smooth bores for shooting in that competition. I don't think it really caught on too well, but there was some, I know there's some Remingtons and maybe some Winchesters I know of, and some Stevens that are smooth bores for that competition. So one of the things that's interesting with this one, and let's see here, they have a threaded barrel. It's probably illegal in New York, but anyway, so this is the they call it the Mossberg RA1, which stands for rifle adapter. And there's also another tube that would screw on here, and that would actually be a choke tube, because this is actually a smooth bore rifle used for shooting, doing that Targo trap shooting. They had little bitty discs, and they would chuck them and try to hit them with the 22 bird shot. I guess it was pretty difficult, and most people didn't hit anything with them, so maybe that's why it lost favorability. I don't know, but I'm still looking for one of those smooth bore. It's a choke constriction tube, but this particular one, the rifle adapter, actually is 4 or 5 inches long and gives the bullet a little bit of twist, so you can actually shoot regular long rifles out of this as well. And for what it is, it's pretty accurate. It's not bad. You know, it's never going to win any kind of shooting competitions, but if you needed this to, you know, shoot a squirrel or a rabbit or something for dinner, you could depend on it. I shot about a 2-inch group at 25 yards with it, so it would have been a minute a squirrel just about all day long. So what else about these? So Mossberg, they made several different models. They had I think a 26T. That one was a little earlier. That was a single shot. This one is again the 42 TR. They made these in the early 40s. From what I've read online, it was like 40, 41, and 42. And then getting into the war effort more, they ceased production. And they made very limited numbers of these. By accounts I've seen online, they probably only made about 6,000, maybe 6,500 of these total. So they are pretty scarce, kind of hard to find. There is a neat, and when I post this up on Facebook, the link to this up on Facebook, hopefully my friend Terry will post it up. He's got the salesman's display case that has the gun in it and has all the discs and the little chucker and everything. which is really cool. Apparently there's only like 15 of those known to exist. So if that's the case, that's a pretty rare piece right there. But anyway, I'll shoot a couple rounds out of this guy for you, and just shooting this standard velocity. And I'm shooting at a target out here at, like I said, 25 yards. It would probably go okay out to 50. This just has a standard, like a buckhorn sight on the rear, and a hooded post up on the front. So with my eyes, I just can't focus on that buckhorn. So when I start looking through the sights and trying to focus downrange, I just can't even see the target. If it had a peep sight, I could probably do all right. This other one that I'm going to be showing you guys in another video, this one has a peep sight on it. That's a little bit newer Mossberg. It's a model 146BA, but look for that one in a different video. I did shoot that one at 50 yards, and with this Gecko rifle match, I shot 2 bullets at one bullseye down there, and both of them are touching. So that's probably just pure luck, but I'll take it. So anyway, yeah, it's very difficult. I don't know. Trigger's not terrible on this thing. It's a little heavy, but there's no creep in it at all. Yeah, it's probably a 5 or 6 pound trigger. You know, it's not gonna, like I said, this thing's definitely not gonna win any shooting competitions. But that rifled adapter is a pretty neat addition that they leave with it. So later on, they did produce they called it a 42T, and I guess taking the R off, they took the rifled adapter off, because that's what it was. It was a 42, same gun as this, but it just did not have the rifled adapter. It only had the screw-on choke tube. So and that was post-war production. And then later on, they had like a 342 or something like that. It was much later in like the 60s. So I think maybe they were trying to resurrect the sales, or the whole Targo line, or whatever. Okay, friends, here's the target for that 42 Targo. So this impact here, I had to adjust the sights a little bit. I was aiming at this bull, and it was hitting over here, so I had to I brought it over, and then, so these are 5 shots that I took off camera before I started the video, and then this was another one that another test shot before I started the video. These 5 right here are the 5 that I shot on camera. So, you know, I was aiming at this bull here. So, like I said, it's never going to win any awards or trophies at a shooting competition, but for being a smooth bore with just a little rifle adapter on the end of it, I think it's pretty darn accurate. Alrighty, back to the video. I did bring some they're really oddballs, are hard to find, but these are what this thing shoots, this 22 shot shell. They're very anemic, and I can imagine why they had trouble trying to bust a little clay pigeon with it. So these have instead of a bullet in the end, they have a little plastic cap with a This is this is a 1/15 ounce of number 12 shot. I think there's like 9 or 10 pellets in there. So I shot these at like 10 yards at a paper plate, and it would not even penetrate the paper plate. So it just left little dimple dents in the paper plate. So anyway, so there you go. This is the Mossberg TR Targo. Oh, actually it says Mossberg and Sons Incorporated Targo 42 TR 22 cal smoothbore is what the roll stamp on the barrel shows. Pretty cool, you know, unusual 22s. This what I'm kind of focusing on more is like high-end target stuff or unusual stuff like this. I mean, I've got a lot of just, you know, plain Jane single shots and stuff that I love too, but stuff like this really kind of, you know, gets me a little excited when I see stuff like that. But this one's not in too bad a shape. I wish I could find the smoothbore adapter for it to be a little more complete, but it's a pretty good gun. It still has the safe and fire little pins in there. A lot of times you'll find a gun, one of these Mossbergs, and those pins will be gone. So I think that's about it with this guy. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, all right? And subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to post more videos and get some differing content with, you know, different kinds of guns and different kinds of content. So you'll, if you subscribe, you'll get a notification when I do post up new videos. And also down in the description, I'll have a link for my Patreon page. If you can give that a consideration, I'd really appreciate it. And finally, on Facebook and on MeWe, we have a collectors group called Walnut and Steel. And we discuss neat old stuff like this pretty much on a daily basis on there, and you know, some really neat old stuff on there. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you have a great day.